Well, good morning and welcome to our Lenten reading plan through the Gospel of Luke. Today's reading is chapter 18. And I want to focus our conversation on this opening parable, which is the parable of the persistent widow. Now, something you should know about widows in those days is that widows were without any sort of guardian or protector. When a woman's husband died, she really didn't have a source of income or a standing in the community. She was really vulnerable. And so when Jesus places her as the main character, this is a woman who is crying out for justice, who's at the expense of other people. And the other character in the story is a judge. And we're told this judge doesn't fear God, which basically just means in the story that he has no reason, no deep conviction to do the right thing, to look out for this widow, to care for her and make sure her needs are met. So you have the judge and the widow comes to the judge for justice day after day after day. And we're told that after a while, the judge just does it so she'll get off his back. And he says like this, he holds up this parable and basically says, keep asking like that to God. God is even better than this judge who is unjust, who doesn't fear God. God is the giver of justice. This is his heart. This is what he wants. So keep asking. Be like the persistent widow, even when you're not sure your prayer is going through. There are lots of times I don't pray for things wholeheartedly. I just don't. It's a struggle of mine. I don't keep regular prayer lists. And at best, my prayer is when I feel like I need something. I am not at all like this persistent widow in prayer. And for me, when I hear this story, what it challenges me to think about is, number one, what am I praying for in the first place? And two, what have I prayed for that I stopped praying for because it didn't seem likely that things would go the way I wanted? Where did I give up praying for myself, for somebody else, for the world, for a circumstance? And I stopped because I didn't have that perseverance and discipline and fortitude in prayer. So what about you? Where do you not pray? And where have you given up praying because it just seems unlikely that things will happen? And as we read this today, think about that persistent widow. Think about her need in prayer, her desperation, her dependence on what this judge might rule. And trust that God hears our prayers, that he is just, and that he will answer.